How you doing, baseball fans? This is Ed Lucas, and I'm at Shea Stadium, and I'm with the great Hall of Famer Frank Robertson. Frank is the first black man to manage a baseball team, and first one to win an MVP in both leagues, National League and American League. Frank, talk a little bit about your club here from Washington.
You got 10 seconds? We're struggling a little bit right now, Ed. We're not doing much right. We're not hitting very well, and we're not pitching real well, and we're not playing defense real good. So other than that, we're doing fine.
Is it tough managing a club like this with many youngsters and some veterans from some of the clubs you managed in the past?
No, not at all. I enjoy working with young players, and as long as they give me 100% to play hard, I have no quarrels with them. No matter what the mix-up of the team or makeup of the team, if they don't play hard for me, then they have problems.
Frank, who was your mentor coming into baseball?
Well, I really didn't have a mentor, but I've had a lot of help along the way. Probably the individual that got me started on the right track and by giving me the good basic fundamentals of how to play the game was my high school coach, George Poles, in Oakland, California.
Did you have any obstacles, physical or cultural? Well, I'm sure in 1956 when you came up, there was still a racial thing going on in some of the cities in baseball.
Yeah, there was. It wasn't like when Jackie came along, because I came along like 12 years later, 13 years or whatever the number is. But it was still some racial tones in baseball at that time, in the cities that you would go to, the hotels, things like that, restaurants. But other than that, I had no trouble. But I did have a physical problem the year before I came to the major leagues that I hurt my arm, and it hasn't recovered yet, and it threatened to end my career.
And how did you go about it? Did you have to have an operation, or was it just...
No, operations was taboo back then. They figured if they operated on your arm, you were through. So what they believed in then was just waiting, throwing, stretching it out, throwing, stretching it out, and until it came around. And that's what I had to do at that time.
Memorabilia is a big thing today. When you were a ball player and you would sign an autograph ball, you thought nothing of it. Today, everybody thinks of memorabilia. Did you collect anything as a kid or as a player?
No, I didn't collect anything as a kid, but I did collect a few things when I was playing. Special guys like Stan Musial, before he retired, Joe DiMaggio, Ted Williams, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, guys like that. There was a little special. A couple of presidents that showed up to throw out the first ball at games. I didn't collect a lot, and here lately I've collected some 3,000 hit jerseys from guys that get 3,000 hits, a few bats and things like that, but not an awful lot. I don't believe in just special stuff.
Who was your hero growing up?
I didn't have a hero. My mom was my hero. She raised me and gave me my values that I draw from right now in life, and I had a lot of respect for her, and I still do. She's passed away, but I still do and think about it, because she was my hero.
What advice do you give to youngsters today?
Well, the thing I try to tell youngsters, they don't look for anything to be given to them. If they want to, whatever endeavor they go into, or whatever type of job they go, what type of business they might go into, be willing to work hard for it, and be willing to make some sacrifices, and just dream the dream and don't give up on it. And things get a little tough, but that's life. The tougher things get, the tougher you should get, and be willing to try to achieve your goal.
Who's the greatest ball player you ever played against?
Well, that's another tough. Ed, you know how to pick up the tough ones, don't you? I played with and played against a lot of outstanding baseball players, but probably the one player that I played against the most, that I admired the most, and probably, was the best player I played against was Hank Aaron.
One other question, mentioning Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds. How do you feel if he breaks Babe Ruth's record and maybe go on to break Hank Aaron's record. You have any comment on that?
Well, I don't, Ed, because a lot of stuff is surrounding it. A lot of people are pointing fingers and saying things, and nobody's proven anything yet as far as Barry Bonds doing anything illegal or breaking the rules. So I don't have any comments. I just say more power to him. He's a heck of a ball player, and I'll leave it at that.
One other question. How long will Frank Robertson continue to manage?
As long as someone willing to pay me and want me. I enjoy the game. I really do. I look at it maybe 2-3 more years, and then it'd be time to enjoy life.
Frank, you've always been wonderful to me, and I want to thank you for everything through the years. You've always given me many thrills and always been a gentleman to me, and I really appreciate that, and wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, and thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it.
Thank you. This is Ed Lucas.